Our written villain makes us question our own morals. Why is it that we are drawn to the very people that we should fear? What is it about villains, twisted, chaotic, downright evil, that makes us love them? Heroes inspire us, but let's be honest, villains, they fascinate us. Think about it. The Joker, Walter White, Voldemort, they're not just characters, they are culture icons. But why? Why do we cheer for the bad guys when we know we shouldn't? Spoiler alert, because here's our warning. Today, we are unlocking the secrets about our obsessions with villains, the psychology, the stories, and the chaos that makes them irresistible. Welcome to the Joker Effect. Why bad people fascinate us.
Why so serious?
A well-written villain makes us question our own morals. They make us uncomfortable, but then there was Jeffrey. Jeffrey wasn't scary, he wasn't charismatic, he was just there, existing, ruining the vibe. Every time he showed up, it felt like you accidentally clicked on a pop-up app. The writers thought that they made the next iconic villain. They gave him speeches, mood lighting, they probably even gave him a tragic backstory. But guess what? We didn't care. We will forgive villains for actual war crimes, but Jeffrey? No redemption, no sympathy. Just vibes of pure annoyingness. So here's to the villains we actually love. The ones who challenge us, entertain us, and occasionally makes us question our own morality. And as for Jeffrey, we don't talk about Jeffrey. Now, while we collectively discuss Jeffrey, let's talk about so-called villain we couldn't stop watching. Eren Yeager. Eren wasn't just a character. He was a movement, really. He started as your classic shonen protagonist, angry, screaming about freedom every 5 minutes. He started popping off and we were like, oh, he's kind of broken. But then he leveled up. He went from, I'm gonna kill all the titans, to I'm gonna kill literally everyone. And suddenly, we weren't so sure who he's supposed to be cheering. Like, dude took main character energy and turned it into an actual apocalypse. And yet, somehow, we still sat there, gripping our seats, whispering, Eren, the crazy son of a... Well, I'm still with you. And that's the difference. A great villain, if you wanna call Eren that, makes you feel something. Confusion, conflict, maybe even agreement. Eren wasn't just a villain, he was a perspective shift. One moment you're with him, the next you are questioning your own morals. And that's what makes him legendary. Meanwhile, Jeffrey, he still sucks. From the Joker's chilly smile in The Dark Knight, to Loki's mischievous charm in the Marvel Universe, villains have a way of commanding our attention. And now let's answer the question, why we love them. Psychologists say that it's not their evil deed that fascinate us, but it's their complexity, style, and looks. Look, I know Scar's a jerk, but have you seen the dude's hair? The man got style. If I were a lion, I would probably fool him too. Who needs Simba's Justin kind of approach when Scar's all about, well, looking fabulous? Unlike the hero, who often feels predictable, the villain is layered, unpredictable. Take the Joker for instance. He's chaotic and violent, but he's also simple of despondence. A character who expresses cracks in society. And deep down, do we all wish we break against the rules sometimes? And this is where the magic lies. We see bits of ourselves in these called bad people, their pain, their flaws, and their brokenness. It's all too real. They remind us that the line between good and evil isn't as clear as we would think. And here's another fascinating example. In an interview, Joaquin Phoenix, who played Arthur Fleck in Joker 2019, shared how audience came up to him saying, I didn't think that I would sympathize with the Joker, but I did. And this is the brilliance of storytelling. It makes you confront uncomfortable truth about your empathy. And sometimes you root for villains because they are underdogs. They challenge systems which feels oppressive or unfair. Think about it. Who didn't feel powerless at some point in his life? Villains like Lord Voldemort, Thanos, or even Walter White from Breaking Bad represent the part of us that wants to fight back, even if it means breaking the rules. I remember watching The Joker 2019 in theaters, hearing people clap during Joker's speeches. It was unbelievable, cheering for the bad guy. But it wasn't about his villainy, but it was about his passion, his pain, and his belief in cause. And let's not forget the thrill of chaos. Villains like Walter White draw us because they break the rules that we are too afraid to get near to. They do what we would never do to. They let you experience danger and chaos, And that's just the same reason you love roller coasters and horror movies. But we didn't finish yet. Take your seat back because there is a villain who's really different and people still love him. Homelander, the ultimate superhero. If superheroes were secretly raging psychopaths with complex powers. Well, let's be real. Despite his horrifying tendencies, we can't get enough of this guy. Why? Why you love the man who could laser you into bacon bites with a smile on his face? Let's talk about charisma. Homelander is like a walking PR campaign. He's got that perfect blonde hair, American cap, and a smile so bright, but it can blind you faster than his laser eyes. He's the poster boy for everything that America pretends to be. Powerful, perfect, and oh, so polite. And somehow, you love it. He's like that coworker who's really nice in your face, but secretly emails your boss about how he steals office supplies. You hate them, but you can't stop watching their meltdowns at the birthday party. Here's the thing about Homelander. He's a walking disaster, and we can't look away. It's like a reality TV show. You know it's bad for you, but you have to see what happens next. Will he save the day? Will he vaporize someone in a fit of rage? Who knows? That's the fun. Every time he's on screen, you're bracing for chaos. And boy, does he deliver. There's something oddly satisfying about someone who can do whatever they want without consequences. He's living the ultimate power fantasy. And while we would never admit it, a tiny part of you like it. It's like, man, that must be nice. I mean, don't you wish you could laser your problems away? You get the idea. Homelander does what we can't, but definitely shouldn't. Homelander is just a guy standing in front of a world, asking them to love him. Sure, his methods are psychotic, but one just wants a hug. Or maybe a lifetime of therapy, but mostly hug. Let's not forget the best part. Villains get things done. They don't waste time with moral dilemmas. They're like, you know what? I'm gonna just take over the world now. No hesitation and no second guessing. We really can't ignore their motives either. What are they mad about? Maybe it's failed childhood. Maybe it's a traumatic event. Or maybe they didn't get enough appreciation for their superior ideas. And it's relatable. And this is one of the secrets we love villains. Because they do what we secretly wish we could. They break the rules, they don't follow the ordinary, the life where we go to work, pay taxes. They've got big dreams. Yeah, sure, they might want to destroy cities and take over the world, but we all need goals, right? But in the end, well, they're probably doomed. Heroes will always win. Except, do they really? I mean, villains sometimes have the last laugh. They're just too good at living behind that cliffhanger, aren't they? And in the end, you can't keep a good villain down. So next time you see one plotting world domination, remember, without them we would all be bored. And honestly, who doesn't love a good villain? Alright, so there you have it. And now it's your turn. What's your favorite villain? Drop your answers in the comment and don't forget to hit that like button or else. Sorry, that's the villain energy talking. Don't forget to subscribe for more content, and see you in the next video. And remember, there was a lot more fun with a little villainy. Bye.